everybody, it's me, Danielle. Welcome to the channel. I'm so happy that you're here with me. If you haven't already done so, please be sure to hit the subscribe button and hang around with your girl. Like, my skin has been on struggle mode. I feel like it just needs a whole lot of TLC. I'm not even gonna call it a mini Sephora haul. I'm gonna call it a micro Sephora haul, because it's all of what, 2 products. So here's the giant bag it came in. For starters, I have not been great about sunscreen. So I got this. This is Ennis Daily UV Defense Sunscreen. No white cast. That's important. Broad spectrum SPF 36. I know you need at least 15. So 36 I feel like is excellent. So I look forward to seeing how this works for me. It's a water-based sunscreen with sunflower seed oil. And it also delivers a refreshing dewy glow. Ooh. So you're supposed to wear sunscreen all year round. And I feel like when my skin was at its best, I was religiously wearing sunscreen. So let's get back on it. Oh, it's very sealed. So that's good. Hopefully I like it. I'll let you guys know how I feel about it. And this is for my hyperpigmentation. I have some hyperpigmentation that I'm really trying to get rid of on both sides of my face. And so this is Faded Topicals Brightening and Clearing Serum for uneven skin tone. Tranexamic acid, melatonin, niacinamide, and kojic acid. I know that those, well, I didn't know melatonin goes in skincare products. I think of melatonin, I think of sleeping. But I know that tranexamic acid, niacinamide, and kojic acid are good for hyperpigmentation. So that gives me hope that this product will work. It's supposed to be like in a teeny tiny, yeah, it's a teeny tiny bottle. So this is it. Use once a week to start and work your way up to daily use. Use sun protection during the day. Very good. So see, I be knowing. So I'm glad I got those 2 products. I also got this, what is this? Sephora eye pencil. But really, I think I was going to use it. I know it's like for here, but I think I was going to see how it's brown. So I was going to see how it goes just to fill in my eyebrows, because they're starting to get a little sparse as I get a little older. More so this one than this one. But yeah, so I was going to try that. And then they let you pick out like a couple freebies. Oh, I guess the freebie I wanted wasn't there, so they gave me this perfume instead that I didn't want, but okay. Alien Goddess by Mugler. I did not want this, but okay. Let me see how it smells. Let me try it out right now. Alien Goddess. Alien Superstar. If I can get it open. Let's see, how does it smell? Oh. Oh. That's good. I like that. That works with me well. I like it. I like it. I have my eyes set on another perfume right now that I see a lot of influencers using, and I actually want to try that one. But this one is nice. I like it. It's nice. It's very nice. This is the freebie I really wanted to try. This is Mara Algae and Moringa Universal Face Oil. Because I'm all about preserving this face, baby. Like, I want to do my best to take care of my skin and keep it hydrated, moisturized, and glowing. And right now it's not really doing any of those things. So if I can add this face oil on top of my skincare regimen, that would be phenomenal. So I'll report back. If I like this, I'll go ahead and buy the full bottle. But for right now, I am pleased with what I got. So at the beginning of this episode, I was actually on my way back home from Miami, Florida. I was there to support a dear friend as she buried her mother. So it was not a joyous occasion we were coming together for. Even though I was happy to see everybody, it was under horrible circumstances. Grief is on my mind because I'm thinking of my close friend that is navigating that walk right now. So in Mother Hunger, there's like, let me see, there's 10 chapters. There's 10 chapters in Mother Hunger, right? I think the first 8 were like, mothers, if you're not careful, you're going to screw up your kids. This book spends a lot of time talking about the significance of the relationship you have with your mother, down to your cells, the cells in your body. It's deep. And she makes it a point to say, don't read this as a parenting book, but baby, it was difficult. I couldn't help but read it as a parenting book, especially as I am playing a pivotal role in my nephew's upbringing. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to screw him up. So I was reading everything in here, and it talks about everything from co-sleeping to letting a baby cry it out. She's strongly against that. And there's a lot in here. There is a lot in here, but it's basically honoring and validating the experience of losing a mother. Whether you lose a mother through death or you lose a mother through just the challenges of life, she makes it a point to say, hey, this is a significant loss. Let's pause for a second and look at why. And that's very powerful, incredibly powerful. From the hormones she discusses to scenarios that have happened with various people and the ways their mothers were either neglectful or harmful. Like she covers so much. I especially loved the chapters that talked about healing. There was a couple exercises you had to do. One of them was about reclaiming damaged dreams and goals. Look at your favorite activities and start to like cultivate and dream again with them. And one of them was creating content. The main one is creating content. And that's how it helped me realize like, yo, you need to be creating again. And you need to be dreaming again and creating with your hands and that kind of thing. I wanted to discuss some of the tips that she shared in terms of healing, what it looks like to heal from your mother hunger and to soothe yourself. But I think that these tips are pretty much universal. If you were to use these tips in your regular life just because, what would your quality of life look like? We're reactive in nature. We react to the things that happen to us as opposed to being proactive and creating safe spaces for us to be nurtured. And when you're talking about replacing lost maternal nurturance, she talked about practical tips like soaking in a tub or saltwater tank. Oh, Jesus. Soak in a tub or saltwater tank. How do you soak in a saltwater tank? Is she talking about like a pool? What? Okay. Soak in a tub. The water is like a human hug. Seek regular body work that is trauma sensitive. Practice restorative yoga to ease emotional wounds stuck in your body. Try a gravity blanket when you go to bed or rest on the couch. Listen to a mindful podcast. Walk in nature where silence can find you. Light your favorite scented candle. Drink non-caffeinated herbal tea at night. Take naps when possible. Curl up with something soft like a favorite pillow or pet. Sleep when you can, but if sleeping is a way to avoid things, try other ways to nurture yourself. You wouldn't let a child sleep all day. Other ones included make sleep a priority, limit your exposure to social media, practice spending time alone without romantic partner, family member, or friend to entertain, comfort, or distract you. Try practicing solitude in a conscious, present way. Put devices away at night. If you use your device to listen to a sleep or meditation podcast, set it to airplane mode or do not disturb. Consider seeking the help of a licensed therapist or a support group. Write down your thoughts and feelings as you notice them. This is one of the hardest healing tasks, but it's essential. Feed yourself as you would a young child. Avoid sugar, caffeine, and processed foods. Oops. Avoid movies and shows with violence. Turn off the news. Listen to your intuition if someone or something feels off. Calm your overactive amygdala with relaxation techniques. I learned alternate nostril breathing through this book. Let me demonstrate alternate nostril breathing. So alternate nostril breathing is basically when you put one finger over a nostril, press it down, and then you're going to breathe in through this one for like, let's say 3 counts. So hold it together and then breathe it out through this one. You're gonna inhale, then exhale. So I have a cold. Don't judge me. Okay. And you just keep doing that over and over again. And that breathing exercise just kind of brings you back to your center and brings you back to yourself. I can even feel the impact just in that little bit just now. Now, granted, you you may not want to do this in public because people will look like, I mean, you could. But if you're concerned about how you're being perceived at any given moment, maybe try that in your time of solitude or maybe in your cubicle when no one's bothering you. I really want to focus and really hone in on what it looks like to heal, because I think healing and recovery are continual. If you want to live a healed whole life, you have to implement different practices. So yes, life is hard, life is challenging, but like, what are we going to do to create safe spaces and soft places to land? Take a very mindful bath. Let's be very present when you're taking a bath. Let's be present when you are waking up in the morning. Don't just go straight to work. It's like, center yourself. Consider a slow routine. That means you have to wake up earlier so that you can move slower and not be rushed. With the funeral, when I went to the funeral in Miami, I let myself be sad. I let myself cry. I did not try to like keep myself buttoned up and just appropriate. I was very expressive and emotive. When I felt like crying, I let myself cry. I didn't judge myself for it. And I felt tender afterwards. My head was hurting afterwards, but I was happy that I let myself experience my emotions in a healthy manner. It's not abnormal to cry at a funeral. It's not abnormal or weird to cry when you know your friend is dealing with pain. It's okay. So I let myself honor the emotions that I was feeling instead of just trying to hold it together and like, don't cry. No, you want to cry? Cry. You're upset? Cry. It's better to deal with it, face it, release it in this kind of context, as opposed to holding it in and then being crazy sick for weeks on end because you haven't dealt with the emotions in your heart. That's where I am. I would encourage you, as you feel your feelings, give yourself space and permission to address them, release them, and move forward. What did I say a couple weeks ago? I was talking about how I feel like I'm in a season where I'm learning how to juggle the good and the bad and still move forward. And it sounds like this lovely concept, but what does it look like in the most practical sense? And for me, this week it was, okay, we're juggling the bad. We're juggling a lot of bad. We were juggling a lot of bad, but what it looked like was cry. Don't try to act like it's not happening. Feel it. If you're upset, it's okay. It's okay. If you're feeling grief, it's okay. Make room for that. Also, as you release it, be aware of where you are in your heart, in your mind. If different emotions come up, if different thoughts come up, address them. I would recommend this book. It honors the fact that losing a mother is hard. So if you've lost your mother recently, or if you lost your mother decades ago, that is a relationship that is irreplaceable. Especially if you've experienced unconditional, deep, abiding love from your mother. Don't feel weird about missing that. It's love. Come on. Like, unconditional love. I love you no matter what. Even though other people may say that, your mama, it hits different when it comes from your parents. It hits differently. You want your mother to be proud of you. You want your mother to hold your hand through it all. You want your father to be there and support you and cheer for you. You want that. Even when you're an adult, you still long for their approval in certain ways. You want them to be proud of you. They're your parents. That type of loss stays with you. So you're not weird for missing them deeply. Now, you do have to live your life. They would want you to live your life. Your mother, your father would want you to keep living and keep achieving your dreams and keep going and keep moving forward. They did all the sacrifices they made for you are so that you can live your best life. So you do honor them by moving forward and learning to love and live a happy life again. And yeah. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to today's vlog. If you haven't already done so, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any episodes, and I will see you next week. Bye.